I'm Alea, and this is the last of my three-part series, Alea's Growing to Ghana. So, yes, I am back, and I have been back for a few weeks, and I definitely want to say that it was the best experience of my life going to Ghana, being in Accra and Cape Coast, and it was fantastic. So, a few things before I get started. In case you're wondering, yes, I feel like I've grown in so many ways. This experience was definitely life changing, humbling. It opened my eyes, broadened my perspectives on so many different things. I'm just so grateful. So thank you, Howard University, HUSASB, for partnering with Cal State Long Beach and just giving me the opportunity to be able to go to Ghana and be there and learn so much about Pan-Africanism, my history as an African American and a member of the African diaspora, and to be in the community of Ghana and to be able to serve there. So thank you so much. This is just all about my experience there. So before I get started, I definitely want to talk about how this video is going to go. So I'm going to talk about my highlights, my experiences, and then at the end, you will see pictures and videos of my time in Ghana. So just stay patient and yes. so a few highlights. I'll get started. I'm wearing a dress that I got in Ghana, in Accra. I actually got this necklace, this bracelet. I have so many bracelets and so many souvenirs. I have duffel bags and purses and backpacks and wallets, and I have so much art that I'm going to keep in my house or wherever I'm living for the rest of my life to remember this experience. So I'm just so grateful that I got to go. It was so fantastic and incredible, and I'm using all these adjectives to say that I have never experienced anything like this. So forgive me if I repeat myself. I'm just extremely excited. Every time I talk about Ghana, I have a big old grin on my face, and this is genuinely how I feel. I'm just so happy that I got to go and be there. I've talked to everybody about it. If you don't have time, if you do have time, you're going to know that I went to Ghana, and it was amazing. So, yes. So a few highlights I would definitely say was being at the University of Ghana and the University of Cape Coast and being in lectures and learning there. So the trip was service learning. So we got to do service at different elementary schools, and then we got to learn. So we had, like I said, lectures, we have forums, a lot on Pan-Africanism, and to talk about that with students at the University of Ghana and to be there with Africans on the continent and to talk about Africans of the diaspora on uniting us all, which is Pan-Africanism, was really beautiful. And if you're not familiar with the term, the African diaspora, it essentially means people of African descent. So if you're anywhere in the world and you're of African descent, you're a part of the diaspora. And Pan-Africanism is unifying all of us. So I would definitely say that I learned so much about that and what it means to be a Pan-Africanist. I learned a lot about W.B. Du Bois and Kwame Nkrumah, the former president who helped Ghana gain their independence in the 50s. So being there and to learn the history that was in Ghana, again, something that was historic in Ghana was the presence of slave ports and slave dungeons. I was in Ghana. That was very emotional and life-changing to be there. So we went to the dungeons that they held many slaves at, and then we went to a slave river and walked barefoot along the same path that many slaves had to walk to take their last bath before their lives were changed forever through unfortunate and terrible, horrible conditions and circumstances. So to be there was so humbling to walk barefoot on the same path that they did and to know that I'm walking on a path that they did and change. So to just feel my ancestors and to be there was definitely hard. I won't lie, it was hard and it was heavy, but it was necessary. I feel like for me to experience that. And the beautiful thing about going to the slave dungeons was homecoming. So that was something that was a wonderful thing to experience. So while we were there in the dungeons, and I'm in a castle, we had to sorry, it's like getting me emotional thinking about it. So we were in there, we did libation in there, we spoke and felt our ancestors, and then after we were throughout the day we were told to wear all white while we were there, and it represented a celebration of homecoming. And in one of the pictures I'm crying, and it wasn't because of how heavy it was because how heavy it was, and how hard it was, but a lot of it was because I was grateful to be that vessel that got to go back, um, just in my line, just for my ancestors. So as we walked through a door of no return that they had to walk out of to get on a ship to change their fate and their generations forever, they had us walk through it the other way. So our ancestors returned through us, and that was so special, and that represents homecoming, and it was fantastic. So you'll see that I have that in my pictures at the end of the video. So that was very heavy, but it was necessary. And I'll try to keep this video short. But so another few highlights was the amount of fun that we had. We had so much fun. The adventures and experiences. Went to the beach, went on horseback riding. We saw crocodiles. We were in wonderful hotels. We got to have so much fun. We went hiking. We did really so many things. We did boat rides, and it was a blast. I would say again, this is the best experience I have ever had. Vacationing. I've been abroad a few different times in my life, and Ghana was the most beautiful place that I would say, and the most fun I've ever had. So it was great. Like I said, you'll see a picture of Cape Coast, the beach at Cape Coast, and I was just talking to Dr. Booker Ma. Again, shout out to you. You are everything. Thank you so much for everything. And I was saying how beautiful it was to be here, to be in Ghana and to be in Africa, and the beauty that they don't show us. The imagery that we always see is poverty and malnutrition, and we don't really see the beauty that's there. These beaches are gorgeous. I've been to Jamaica. I live in California. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I have never seen a beach that beautiful that was in Cape Coast. So it was fantastic to be there. Again, if you're going to ever go abroad, I would definitely consider going to parts of Africa, especially if you are a Black person or of African descent. It meant so much to me, and it definitely changed my life. And I understand not everyone can go and opportunities, but I will say that if you are going to go abroad, please consider going to Africa, and please think about going to Ghana if you don't know where to start, because Africa is so big and it's so wonderful and beautiful, and there's so many different countries in the continent. So yes, but I will talk about the kids. So that is another great highlight. So we had the fun, we had the learning, we had the emotional aspect and history, but the children were probably the best part. They were so sweet and funny and patient. They were trying to teach us these games that actually I knew a lot of them. It's so crazy to be in the States and to go all the way over there and to see a lot of the same hand games being played. That I played when I was a little girl, and it was really fun to see, that carried on in some way. So we got to play hand games just with different songs. They were pretty much the same. A lot of their dances though were a little hard. They were real patient with us. Again, at the University of Ghana, we got to play African drums, and they taught us dances and music and how to do all these things. So it was fun throughout the trip. It was just seamless. We had a few different days of learning dances and playing instruments, and days of just activities and fun. And the children were so intelligent. We taught them lessons, and we gave them school supplies. A few of my lessons were on debating skills and teaching about positive image and body image. And it was just really wonderful to be there. So yes, I'm going to keep this part short so you can enjoy the rest of the pictures. But another great big highlight that I loved and I would cherish forever were the people that I was with. I was so grateful and happy that we got to be together. It was it was 8 from Howard and 3 from Cal State Long Beach. And it was a perfect match. I feel like everyone, we got along so great. We had such a great time. The people are what made it so amazing. I feel like we laughed together, we cried together, we had discussions on so many things. We had discussions on the Black community and issues that we have there and how to help our community. We had issues we had conversations on social justice. It was really amazing to be up after all these long activities and these full days, and to be up at like 12 in the morning, and we're all up because the time difference is just crazy. We're in a new place, we're excited, and to talk about so many different topics that were relevant today, and with young, educated Black people that are driven and focused. It was incredible. These are great people, and I hope to be friends with them for a very long time. I've talked to a few of them since I've been back, and I will see them all again. So, yes, it was fantastic. Thank you so much, Howard University. Thank you so much, Dr. Booker. You are everything. You are the queen. I have never met anyone like you. You are so inspirational, and you are just light. And I just thank you so much for being that for me, and to bringing me there, and for you to be bringing so many young Black people to the continent of Africa. It is life-changing. So that was my shout out to her. Thank you, Ajaba. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you, all of HUASB. Thank you, everyone that went. It was amazing. I will never forget any one of you. I would always cherish the time that I had there. So, one thing I will say, after being back for a month, I am sure that I am going back. So, I wanted to go back. I was on a high, like, oh, I have to go back. I want to go back now. Da, da, da. And so I don't know what capacity I will go back, but whether that be through study abroad, whether that be through research, or just service, working there, potential opportunities out there. There are so many in Ghana. To meet all the people that she's connected us with, Dr. Booker Ma, you are fantastic. I have so many connections, some people I can call. It was amazing to go there under your guidance and with you. So, like I said, if you are considering going abroad, please consider going to Ghana or just the continent of Africa. It was fantastic. So yes, one thing I have to say before I get off is that my name is Ama. So Yefeme Ama, and that's in Tree. And it says, again, my name is Ama, meaning born on Saturday. So you will see that in one of my pictures that I say that. So we had a whole naming ceremony, and yes, that is something that I wanted to leave you. So Akwaba means welcome, and Madasi. So thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. photo, you'll see that there is a white butterfly behind me. I always say that my parents, who have both passed away, come to see me and guide me through white butterflies. Whenever a significant event is happening in my life, I see a white butterfly, and they were right behind me in this photo. Yo, it's pouring out here in Ghana, in the rainforest, in West Africa. And I am in love with God's glory right now. Thank you, God, for the experiences. Summer 2018. Y'all know I'm crazy. I know too. And this is the view. And it's gorgeous. And I wrote my mark right here. It says Alea 2018, peace and joy. Peace and joy. And one more time.
Alea, where we at? Where we at?
We are at the Umbrella Rock in Ghana.